All right. Well, you guys are. I believe that you have finished your evening of the White Knight in Bloody Hill. You watched the play that the Knolls put on, showing their rendition of the history of the who they call the usurper and what you would feel is the founding of Aventicum, but to them was the sort of betrayal of their gods, and then their hopeful dream of one day tearing the queen who founded your people's religion to pieces. Uh, you ate, you drank, you partied with the Knolls. Good times were had. Much inebriation followed. Much plain meats were devoured. Uh, and then the next morning, those of you who actually everybody roll con saves.
Oh no.
See how fucked up you guys got. Oh no. So first of all, Galahadrin is sleeping.
I did drink the
Yeah.
the bad serious oil juice.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Abel, you wake up at your normal time. You're fine. You've had these Knolls don't they're raucous, but it's not party. Not like rich people at college do. So you're fine. Alina is conked out. Phelan is a bit groggy, isn't usually up as early as you are anyways. Galahadrin is dead asleep and snoring loudly. First time he's done that.
I give him a little kiss on the cheek.
His snot bubble bursts in your face.
Horrible! How dare you say that?
It's a natural one!
I'm gonna...
You can't do that!
I'm gonna get...
Hey, that's love, man.
Up, turn him on his side. Just give him a little pat.
I think that's the angriest I've ever made Tika.
That's also concerning.
Marrow is also just in a pile with dirt and scrap, just snoring away. But they're also just napping peacefully. So.
Okay.
What time do you usually wake up? Like, what's your natural up and about time?
I mean, I think standard sunrise, medieval times wake up call.
All right. So like six or 7.
Yeah. Well, it's the middle of winter, so probably a little bit later.
Oh, okay, yeah, probably 8. Yeah. You and Phelan are the only two up and about him, and Phelan looks a bit more worse for the wear than you do. Yeah. Everybody else is still soundly sleeping.
Morning.
Morning. Well, that was certainly something last night, wasn't it?
Yes. You seem oddly rested for what we went through.
Oh, it was a fun little light party.
Right, of course.
Yeah. I mean, let me tell you, back in the day...
Lots of, gnoll-level parties in whatever high society you lived.
Gnoll-level parties, please.
I didn't mean to offend.
No, seriously though. Here, let me whip you up a little home remedy, and I'll make him like a hangover.
Yeah,
my
like
personal hangover cure with my alchemy.
What's in it? Like what? Because you have to use the ingredients that you have here in Bloody Hill, which are.
Do they have?
Caffeine and onion are both poisons for dogs.
Yeah, I mean we've got poisons now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, greasy food, right? Is good. Caffeine.
Onions, water.
Yeah. Some eggs.
Yeah, right.
Some nice fried eggs. Egg yolk. The whole works.
All right.
Um.
Meredith stirs as well and asks if she can partake in this. She looks a bit worse off than Phelan does.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would just make everybody breakfast at this point. I'm in the kitchen.
Marolina and Galahadrin are, even with the smells in the air, are not waking up.
Hmm. Well, they did drink the juice that makes you hallucinate and might kill you. The juice that kills you sometimes and makes you
Actually,
hallucinate.
Meryl wakes up, steals a piece of bacon, and just wanders off into the city.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I had two avenues of inquiry that I was thinking about pursuing today. One of them was talking to the dwarves from the Iron Hills, the Iron Dwarves, if they'll speak to me.
All right.
And the other one was potentially going and trying to speak to the Hound Mother. So I guess I'll check with the. I think I told. What was it? Bone Chewer is the name of the shaman, right?
Mm-hmm. The speaker. Yep.
Yeah, Speaker Bone Chewer. I told her that I wanted to speak to the dwarves, and she said that she'd ask them if they were willing. So I guess I'll try and track down Speaker Bone Chewer and see if she's gotten an answer.
Okay. Taking
If
anyone
it
with
works
you,
for
or
you, I will accompany you. Usually my
Alright.
course of action is to follow our brave knight, but I don't think she's going anywhere.
Yeah, she's pretty sound asleep right now, so I'll have to do.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you try and wake up Galahadrin, or just leave
I'll
him be?
give him a gentle shake, but I don't think it's gonna work.
You shake. Yeah, Galahadrin is lifted out of the stupor. Just does a
Oh,
very, very startled awake.
Don't.
Someone who's not used to
Okay.
sleeping or waking up.
I don't know how to role play that. I never do that.
Good morning. You had a snot bubble.
I don't even know what that is.
She's making a lot of funny faces, so it's very amusing to me, but
I eat an onion.
Yeah, it helps.
I look
You're
on
very
horror.
tired, so.
Oh.
No.
It must be the magic religious wine. I wake up Rosin as well.
Oh, what? Where are we still? Oh, this is still the nightmare.
No, this isn't a nightmare. It's
Are
real.
we going home?
Not right now.
I want to stay here where there's not monstrous dogs looking at me like I'm delicious.
You're bigger than them, Rosin.
I know, but there's so many of them.
Yeah,
And I'm a snack.
you're you are a snack, Rosin, but not in that way.
You tell them that.
I have. Don't worry. You have diplomatic immunity.
Oh, that's slightly reassuring to hear.
You have diplomatic immunity from being eaten.
Yeah.
Do they think to put that in the? I mean, I guess Knowles would think to put that in the contract. Never mind.
I guess I get cleaned up and become absolutely perfect again.
Okay. Yeah. And then the three of you, where are we heading off to? Heading off to find Bone Chewer?
yeah, if she's awake.
All right. You head off. As you're reaching the edge of the foreigner's ward, you see Bone Chewer is actually coming down, looking to meet you, and spots you and waves. And it's like, yes. Abel, you wished for me to deliver a message to the Iron Dwarves that you wished to meet with them, yes?
I did, yes.
Yes. They said to go fuck yourself.
Well, thanks for trying, I guess. Can't say I really blame them.
Is this a common thing in your culture?
I mean, like what part? Like them just saying no?
Masturbation.
What? Sorry, I tuned out for a second there. What?
It was
Masturbation.
a great time to turn back in.
It's generally considered a private matter.
Mm.
I do not
Curious.
believe the phrase "go fuck yourself" specifically refers to masturbation.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a it's a colloquialism.
Yes, I have learned a bit of the Dwarven language. Maybe it was a mistranslation.
No,
I
it was
mean-
probably dead on.
Yeah, I think you got the words right, but
Mm.
The words are correct. The intent was not.
Ah. I think I understand slightly. Would you like to meet with them?
Yes.
You may masturbate together, I assume.
Oh,
No.
maybe not then.
No.
they do not wish to perform any sexual acts at all. I'm gonna think about how the word, I guess, fuck translates in Gnollish. Is it just literally?
It comes across like it's you say the word and it's just like to fornicate like in a more crude manner, but you also realize I'm not sure if Alina told you what like the calling and stuff was. Gnolls don't do that.
Oh yeah, they don't they?
It'd be more like saying, go play fetch very far away.
They wish to be rid of you.
That's right. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
This is true. You realize when you say 100%, it comes out in the common tongue because there's just no statistics in no language.
I mean, they don't have a word
and
for
Bonecher
all.
is just like, yep, sure, I understood that.
They don't have a word for all.
Mhm. If you want to like realize what was happening, you can say that instead. But you try and use any scientific or mathematical terms, but also like we don't do that here.
You miss all of the meals you don't pounce on.
This is true. Well, is there anything else I can assist you with?
Did want to double check on a cultural question. You said anyone's allowed to go and speak to the Hound Mother if they wish, right?
Of course.
At their own risk?
Yes. If the Hound Mother does not wish to speak with someone, she would just kill them.
Yes. Abel's internal monologue is now going... Now just swearing, it's like, I'm going to have to do this just to keep up a brave front, aren't I? Now that I've suggested it. Then, yeah, I'm going to go and try and speak to her. Because I have questions that I would like answers to.
Wow. Through the door that kills you.
Yes.
It's gonna be really funny if Vagabond comes back and we're all just dead.
Just dead.
I mean, you don't have to come if you don't want to. In fact,
Oh, I'm in. I'm just saying.
Oh yes, I would go too.
Well, I'm not sure. I think I'm the best option to go through and not get killed. Right?
Remind me what she saw when she talked to him. Wasn't there... Hold on. I vaguely remember I had something to do with her memory there. I did not play that game, so...
Gonna need you to be more specific.
Okay, so her body came from another attempt to make Alina?
From the Alina that was made to replace the one that you have been traveling with who participated in the final cycle. Yeah.
Okay, that's where I was getting caught up because I was made to replace Genevieve. Is that her name? Genevieve?
Replace, recreate, yeah, something along those lines. Mimic,
so her body
replicate.
and me have a similar vibe. That's about it.
It's more like her body has a similar vibe to a really, really enhanced Gus.
Okay. Got it. Okay, cool.
Like you,
Yeah.
as far as you are aware, you do not think that you were made by the Queen. You are an attempt to remake whatever the Queen does.
No, I was made by that demon. I was an attempt to be a queen again, I guess is the best way I want to
But not in like the same, but not in the same way.
Okay, maybe I don't understand.
Like there's a difference between like a breeding program and a Lego set.
Okay. Am I a breeding program?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
I don't know if that makes any more sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Makes sense.
Was the Hound Mother a Lego?
The Hound Mother was a goddess.
We
The
don't know.
body
Was the
that
Hound Mother's
she's the
body
body
a
that
Lego?
she's in is more of a Lego set. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Now I'm on board.
Legos that you 3D print yourself and not buy from a store, but yeah.
That was a surprisingly successful analogy. Good job.
Okay, thank you. But yeah. Yeah, Bone
Uh,
Churro will lead you. You know the way, but Bone Churro will lead you there. And it's like, yeah, you may go. I will not be able to accompany you, as I do not wish to die.
Yep.
Good.
Me neither.
Yep. She walks on. Yeah. The city is quieter than it has been at previous days of this time in the morning. You can probably imagine why. There's a lot of hungover gnolls just draped over various structures and like wrapped in awnings and stuff like that. A few of them are dead.
I'm gonna pause you for just a quick second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Was that a request to pause for the whole thing?
Or what?
How much am I pausing? But yeah. Yeah, it looks like some like fell from a tall height and got like impaled on some poles that were just at lower thing. If they were drunk, they fell and broke their necks, that sort of thing. It's like the aftermath of a Raiders game. And yeah, you are at the Hound Mother's den. The metal stalactites and stalagmites that look like just a set of teeth are there. The teeth are stained with dried blood. The bottom have more blood than the top ones, but there is still dried blood on the top ones somehow. So.
Has Galahadon cast Identify in the Teeth? I feel like he has.
I think you guys tried to do it. Yeah, and they were basically a magical item that keeps out how to phrase this? Keeps out
gnolls.
Divine power. No, not just gnolls. Things of a divinely created essence.
Which Abel is strongly starting to suspect. Also includes what we've been calling the calamities. Like the energy is basically the same.
So the benefit of having Galahadron do it is that Galahadron is trained. Like Galahadron casts a spell and they get a sense of things, and they're like translating that into common, so to speak. Galahadron, there is a very distinct difference between divine and demonic. Those are different essences.
Okay.
Galahadron can't necessarily put those in like academic terms, but can definitely tell you this would keep out something that has like, something that the Hound Mother made and blessed, but this would not keep out like your corrupted relics. It's not going to do anything to. There's a different wavelength.
Okay. So it's tuned to the Hound Mother's stuff?
It is attuned to old god divine stuff. This would also kill like Squeen.
Well, he's old god divine stuff, though.
That's what I mean, yeah.
I am going to leave behind specifically the legendary essence that we got, or the artifact essence. That's not coming through. In fact, I'm gonna go down with basically just my clothes, like leaving. I'm gonna leave my weapons behind even as well.
Okay.
Go in totally unarmed.
All right.
I just very deliberately, take everything out of my pocket and lay it on the ground next to it. And just say to, I guess, Galahadrin and Phelan, and just be like, you watch my stuff till I get back.
I thought we were all going.
Well, you said that it hurts divine beings, right? And you're a divine being. And Phelan is trying to be a divine being. So any progress he's made along that path makes him more vulnerable.
How much progress have you made, Phelan? Wait, hold on, don't answer that. So when I look at myself with divine sense, I mean, don't I see Fae? Isn't that separate?
Yep, Fae is separate.
Abel doesn't understand that.
I'm pretty
He'll
sure I'll
sign
be
back.
okay.
He also wants to keep you safe.
I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. And the girls aren't here to stop us.
Oh, implying that Mara would try to stop you.
Yeah.
Mara was very wise.
Huh?
I think Abel is a little bit short-circuiting. This is not the plan.
All right, let's hop on through. Rosin,
Okay.
watch the stuff.
Oh, Rosin stayed behind in the tent.
Okay, well, I'm not going
Rosin does not want to go out into the city of gnolls.
I guess Phelan, will you watch the stuff?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna.
All right. So you guys are both going in.
I'm gonna go in.
Galahadrin. All right. Let's get a dex save from both of you.
You get +5 on account of being near.
So 15.
Okay. Abel, as you are sort of moving your leg over, you were doing so nervously. As you set it down, you slip a bit, and it's like scrape your leg on one of the teeth. Draws a little bit of blood. You take 1 point of damage, but nothing supernaturally damaging. Galahadrin, you just nimbly leap over.
Not so bad.
Yeah. Contrast that where Alina lightly grazed it, and it just tore a large gash in her leg, like a supernaturally effective thing tearing at her. This was just this is nothing. This is just a sharp rock.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess the two of us will make our way down together into the cavern. It's dark down there, right? I need a torch.
It is dark.
Okay. So I guess I'll have a torch and that's it.
I can light. Well, I probably shouldn't do that. We'll do the torch.
All right. You strike a torch. You go down. It curves a few times. You get a bit disambled while going through it. Enough for you forget where north and south would be. But eventually it opens up into a cavern large enough that your torch does not cast light on any of the far walls. And hovering where you expect the center to be, just like a few feet off the ground, is the Hound Mother. The face and hair is as you, Abel, would remember from the pictures of Saint Rhea. Long, beautiful red hair, just same sort of beautiful yet warrior's face, but it has been changed. The ears have become long and more bestial. There's a set of horns on her head. Her body is covered in these runic, almost scarred-looking tattoos. And she sort of looks down as you enter, and says in a voice that is quiet yet loud and rings in your bones, "Usurper's child, why have you shown yourself before me?"
I have questions that need answers, Hound Mother.
She narrows her eyes. It's like, "I do not smell any faith upon you, towards myself or the Trinity. You have made promises and binds
This is true.
to them and to others.
I mean,
But you still stink of her. Why should I not kill you where you stand?"
because I'm working for your champion.
Or looks down at you and is like, "A valid response? Why has she not come before me with these questions?"
She's indisposed.
She has a dentist appointment.
Galahad, you speak for the first time, and she sniffs. "Ah, you have drank of the blood of the earth, Fey Prince."
That's right. It was definitely a novel experience.
Your
You
connection
think about
to
all the
your home
time?
wanes while your one to this land grows.
Uh,
Or a curious one to give up your nature in such small bites.
I can't give up my nature. I am what I am. The place
Exactly.
cannot change me. I am me.
You
know
are you. And what is you is different now than it was when you first came here.
That doesn't make sense to me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You are what you are.
I am what I am. But I am built of faith. You are built of stories, and you have begun to change yours. Curious.
No, princes do lots of heroic things. I'm also the Knight of Summer. It's not a change. It's almost what's required of me.
She looks back to Abel. Just like chuckles at Galahad and looks back to Abel. "So what are these questions that you wished to ask that my champion could not come here herself and ask? Speak carefully. I do not have much patience for your ilk."
I wish to understand. There are many entities that are called gods. Yourself, the usurpers, and others in other lands. But it seems to me they are not all of the same kind.
Mm.
Oh.
You wish to know how to define divinity?
In a sense, yes.
Ah, such sad creatures. Born by the usurpers and deceived from their birth. To not know the light of a true God even when they stand before one.
But what is a god exactly?
Sort of looks down at you. A god is an entity born of faith, of a connection to the world and the people within it. It is primal and divine.
Well, primal and divine seems circular, but the creature defined of faith is interesting to me. And connection to people. I know that from my encounters with them, the calamities can also be called upon with great, in moments of great emotional turmoil and mental distress. Almost prayed to. Would they also then be gods in your opinion?
He sort of thinks for a bit. There have been none so bold as to claim that the calamities are gods in front of me.
I make
But
no claim.
your ignorance raises an interesting point. No, the calamities are not how you would consider gods. They exist regardless of mortals and faith. They are concepts deeper than that. Eternal truths. No, not truths. Much as the Fae are concepts of stories and ideals, the calamities are concepts of destruction. The calamities destroy each in their own way.
This I have seen.
And they do not require mortal followers in order to assist in this. They are born of a deeper... I despise language. She snarls a bit at that. The face becomes a bit more inhuman as you see them frustrated by the need to... This divine being sort of forced to funnel themselves through this mortal form that they have been chained themselves to.
Okay. So gods are then defined by their connection to their people, to mortals, and their beliefs about them.
Yes.
And your creation, point of being brought into being, was a natural phenomenon, whereas the Trinities was artificial.
He thinks for a second and is like, yes, I am as old as this world was, though the injuries to me have wounded much of what I knew before the calamities came. I remember faint echoes of the world as it was, just enough to feel the loss.
You're as old as the world was?
Yes.
That's interesting phrasing. Shouldn't you be as old as the world if you were here from the beginning? Still?
The world was broken and reforged.
The world was remade? Was this part of the process of creating the Trinity?
I believe so.
Do you know if that remaking has happened more than once?
Sort of narrows her eyes and is like, you are limited in your perceptions. Otherwise, you would not ask a question framed of time so. As far as your existence is concerned, it has only happened once.
Going back to the stories, don't you think there are lots of stories here?
There are? Yeah, she kind of like looks at you as like, yes, your point.
No, point made. Point made. There are stories here. I am a creature of stories. The stories are here. They're everywhere.
The bird.
Those answers to your satisfaction, child?
Hmm. They lead to more questions.
As all answers do. That's why I despise questions. She gives you a glare. Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
You get plus
Galhadron's
5 for that.
next to you. Yeah. So, DC 20. Ooh. You suffer the frightened condition. You don't have to leave yet, but you are frightened. As she sort of looks at you, and you get the sense that she really wants to kill you.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. I'm choosing my next words very carefully.
Yeah, and she's hovering there.
Not for that.
She wants to kill you. She has infinite patience. She is not doing anything else of her day.
Yeah.
It's-
I can
You-
move
you-
slightly and tactfully in between.
yeah, you can. You're not sure if it would make a difference, but you certainly can.
It'll make a difference. I'm very good with people.
Hmm. This isn't a person.
Well, no, but that's not what I mean when I say people.
I mean, what is a person really?
Yeah.
Uh,
Miserable pile of secrets.
She's, I mean, she's a personified concept, so
Yep.
I think she is a person. She's just not happy about it.
No. She is not happy about most things.
Mm-hmm. You want to sit in my chair? Okay.
I will also say she gave you the first one for free. Every question you ask her from now on is going to be a charisma check, persuasion, and the DC is going to go up by 5 each time. So the next question is DC 20.
Okay.
So
I could just ask the questions, right?
that's not going to change it.
Yeah.
Why does Summer not want to come here, Hound Mother?
Looks at you. Why does Summer not want to come here? Is that your question?
Yes? Summer visits many places, but the Court of Summer does not want to visit here.
She looks down and is like, The courts, the Fey courts, do not wish to come to a place that is as dangerous as this realm.
Well, I'm not afraid of
Here they can die. One of your emissaries already has.
one of our emissaries. Wait. Who?
She sort of smirks. You did not feel their loss? You will know of it in time.
That's very mysterious. Could you just tell me now? I feel like we were having a bonding moment. I had the religious juice. I feel like we could know more about each other.
You can go ahead and make a persuasion, DC 25.
See, 25.
This doesn't count towards the question increase thing, but this is just to see if she is going to answer you instead of fucking with you.
That's performance. Wait, so if I had rolled persuasion, it would just be +3.
Alright, so 22. Yeah, she doesn't get mad, but she smirks and is like, You will see in time, little prince. Your coming here has helped my champion, but it has cost your people dearly.
No, that can't. What does it cost them? I'll be back.
She sort of smiles, and you can see that her teeth are also just sharp and dog-like. You say that you shall be back, but yet you have not returned. And as time has no meaning in the Feywild, that means you never returned.
That's very troubling. I didn't think about it that way. If you were the Prince of Summer, would you return?
Sort of looks down and is like, and her voice changes to a far more human voice, which you can tell is the second Rhea who is answering now. Is like, I would do my duty as I was made to.
Yes, but there's lots of people here that need help too. Think of all your all the different people here on Aventicuum. The gnolls.
Your queen helps the wardens, and in turn does more for Aventicuum than you have in your short time here.
Oh. And I'm hurting that?
No, the courts still give their tithe. You are just not helping the courts.
Do you get like updates about the courts, like a newsletter? How are you if you're trapped here? How do you know about all that?
There are some who still seek out my knowledge and trade with it their own.
Oh.
It is fleeting, but I have not lost my divine perception of the world either. I am still connected to the earth, chained though I may be.
Of course. So, do you know what will happen to the Fey courts if I'm gone to...
It sounds like it doesn't matter how long you're gone.
Just that I am.
Right.
You should know your birth realm better than I do, little wayward prince.
No, but I just... Summer is many pieces, and Summer doesn't leave just because, I don't know, the sun sets. Do you know what I mean?
Answer me this. Did the sun ever set while you were in the court of summer?
Generally didn't, but I'm sure it goes.
And how many times has it set while you have been in this world?
I don't know. Lots of times. I stopped counting. I don't think I ever started.
Yeah, she just kind of leaves that, just looks at you, just leaves that response hanging.
But I don't want to abandon Alina. I mean, you understand that.
Yes. You have been a great help to my champion, but that was not your question.
No, but you understand why I might. We have someone from the Knights, the Green Knight. He's not a Green Knight, but we have someone from the Knights of King Owen, and he's at Summer. I felt though his presence there merited a trade. You know?
Hmm. Or like tilts her head, and he was like, "Ah, I was not aware that one of my brothers who denied me had left this realm against our king's orders."
We're kind of trying to figure out who it is. Exactly. And why they're there and not anywhere else. At the time, I never thought to ask. The stories that they told were maybe colored a bit differently than how they've been played out here. You know, things have more dimension here.
She says first in the more human voice, "I care not. They all forsook me, so I have no more interest in them." And then in the more divine voice that rattles the bones, says, "And one less tool of the usurper is fine by me. Do you seek to take their place?"
Well, to help people, right? To do great deeds.
"To help which people?"
All of them. You know, anyone that needs help. It isn't a zero-sum game.
She looks over at Abel. "Did you have more questions, usurper's child?"
I did, actually. I wanted to clarify because I'm having trouble understanding. You define gods by the mortals that have faith in them. How then does a god get created artificially? You can't just, take pieces of one and build another. You would have to win hearts and minds, convince people they existed first. It seems like a problem that has a solution with no beginning. A chicken and egg problem, as it were.
Go ahead and roll your persuasion check.
Mm-hmm.
DC 20. Ooh. She looks at you and is, let's see, that's a good roll. So how does... So I have a question one more time for me, just so I can give you a good answer.
So I'm asking basically, what distinguishes an artificially created god from a naturally created one? If their concepts and the faith of mortals kind of combine together, then like, why would you consider one where the process happened, like, I guess, naturally be any different from one where somebody was guiding that process? Kind of like the different, like, people who are like,
Mhm.
GMO foods, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's no not there is a difference, but there's not really a difference between the GMO foods that we have and the ones that we've been breeding for centuries, and wild plants. Like, there's no real difference. That's a distinction entirely within humans' perception of them.
So she's gonna just look at you, and say, I believe you have partially answered your own question with that, but I believe you also know the history from some of Alina's visions. You have seen how the usurper took the faithful. Why do you think I was chained down here?
You mean the conquests?
Even in your own histories, I believe, they have said how the people of this world whose gods had died were given new ones. And even those whose gods still lived had it taken from them.
But what would stop them from doing that same thing to you?
She sort of looks and is like, they did do that to me.
But like,
as I am now trying to do to them. I have no love for the usurper's children, but for those who have seen my glory and wish to return to the old ways, I will welcome them as my new children. The gnolls have told you of this goal? No?
They have, yes. I mean, more along the lines of, why make you into an antagonist? If they had the ability to change you.
She looks over at Galahad and is like, what was that phrase you used earlier? I had not heard it before. A zero-sum game?
Oh, no. Yes. Zero-sum game.
There are only so much faith to go around in this world. The usurper was determined to take all of it for her own gods.
In that case, wouldn't they be better off killing you?
She sort of looks and is like, are you under the assumption that they didn't try?
I mean, it sounds like they did. Or at least, they have done it to other gods. So what makes you special?
Sort of tilts her head and is like, who do you think killed my brothers and sisters?
The gnolls seem to think it was the usurper.
Or
what was the
it was the calamities. You just saw the play. Yeah. It was the calamities who tore them apart. It's like,
yeah, yeah. So I'll answer that. The gnolls thought that portrayed in their play that it was the calamities.
This is true. I was not killed by the calamities, and the usurper cannot kill me in a way that matters. They did their best, and this is the result.
So, would that mean that the other gods that are not part of the Trinity would be also deities that predate the reforging of the world?
The ones that the calamity destroyed?
No, the ones in other lands.
Which ones in other lands?
Let me look at the Elmira and Typho come to mind. The goddesses of lands across the mountains.
Ah. They still kept those stories in your new kingdom?
Yes. Are they just stories?
As far as I am aware.
I mean, and you would know because you are still connected to the world and can sense other deities, right?
There are few of them who remain, but I can sense the stitched remains of my brothers and sisters. Yes.
And Elmira and Typhel are not among them?
No.
They were not your sisters?
I do not know where those stories came from. I do not know where any of this knowledge you have of lands beyond the world's spine came from. That place ceased to exist along with my kin.
Wait. So you're saying there's not anything on the other side of the world's spined mountains?
Not when I was chained.
I have a map right here, and it says there actually is. I'm not very good at reading maps, and it is dark. I don't want to get too close to the torch.
Yeah, you remember the map. The map does not have, like, it here is the edge of the world sort of thing.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Since this is your... I've gotten to know your people very well, and, I've gotten to know you very well. What would you do if you were out of here?
She looks at you. This as well isn't going to count towards your question. She was like, I would destroy every child of the usurper that does not return to a faith of old.
All right. Well, we'll scrap that idea then.
Yeah.
So... Does Squeeb count?
Well, he kind of tilts her head at you and is like, of faith in... Do you mean faith in Squeeb? Like, she kind of looks at you.
Well, I mean, the gnolls are worshipping him as a new god incarnate.
He is still made of the old gods, yes. I have no quarrel with faith in him. He is what remains of my brethren.
If you said something a little nicer, I might have asked you if you were counted as a creature, non-Aladdin creature.
So could he eventually become like as powerful as you of old with enough faith?
Gonna count this as another question, DC 25.
Yep, that makes sense. Ooh, I'm going to...
You get to add 5.
No, it's an ability check.
Oh, shoot.
I'm going to use my lead by example. Galahad's here, so I get a +1 to hit 25.
Yes, you do. She looks at you, and you can tell that she is growing increasingly impatient with you. Her hand flickers with a fire that doesn't produce light. It is, you know how like in Naruto, like the Amaterasu is like a fire that is the absence of light. This is a fire that is just like the absence. It's a blank white, the absence of reality of something like in her hand. But she closes her fist and like stifles it, and then answers you and is like, hopefully one day they do, and they become powerful enough to free me from this prison.
Hmm.
I tire of your questions.
Wait. I think I have a scheme to get you out, but you can't kill every child of the usurper. Those are their children. You know what I mean?
Sort of looks over at you. It's like, tilts her head. They would do the same to me. They have done the same.
Yes, I know,
Why
but
do you not wish to see justice, little prince?
yes, I want to get you out of here pretty desperately, but I don't want to do it and have you immediately kill a bunch of children. So if you could promise me that you'll join our party and help us help Alina out, swear to Alina that, fight all these calamities, I think I could try to get you out of here.
I don't think that's how it works, Galahadrid. Because, I mean, Alina works for her. That's...
Hey, Galadrin, let's get that DC 30 persuasion check.
Oh. She wants out. Is it really only 30? I have a potential. Wait, you are a creature, right?
Hmm. Well, in what way? In what way? Before I do,
No.
what's going to happen next?
No, because what I would do would dramatically change me. So I'm not gonna do it unless she agrees to what I say. She just does, look. It falls in your court, Lev. I think I have an out. I don't know if it will work.
Yeah.
But I'm only gonna try it if she promises to be nice and help us. Kill the calamities. Work with us as a party member.
Okay.
You know.
So one more time, she looks like she's very upset by your question. How
Yeah.
are you framing this?
How am I framing it? She's one of the last gods of the. Hold on, Alice. She's one of the last gods of the land. She should be out there, in it. And it's heartbreaking to see her trapped away from her people. I just don't want my actions to result in a bunch of other people getting hurt.
So you would free me from these chains, only to place me in others?
You'd get to talk to most of your gnolls. I don't see it as chains, more as like, how to explain? I'm only recently coming across sort of bonds of friendship. It's very human, and that's more what I'm talking about, which is not quite the same. And if you ask me to describe, I won't be able to describe, but it's a little bit different. It's like obligation.
All right. She flicks her hand.
All right, I'm gonna. Do I have time to do a reaction?
I mean, I
What's
don't
the
think
reaction?
did you come down with all of your armor?
Oh, not my armor. Hold on.
What's your AC currently without all of your equipment and such?
Hold on. I want to see if there's a thing I can do as a reaction. Originally, because working with the original 5e stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a
You gotta go to D&D Beyond. Just don't go to
D&D Beyond?
Hey, Perth. I don't know how long you've been here.
About half
Can
an
we
hour.
just
a
say
while.
face
Okay.
step is a reaction? Damn it!
No, it's not.
Okay, it's a bonus action. All right, fine. I'll get hit then. Where are we? Where are we at? My AC, if I turned off my armor and stuff, would be pretty low. What did
Your
you?
dexterity is 2, so 12.
Yeah, I think you very much would hit me.
Okay, you take 40 damage.
All right, that's super rude. Now do I get to take my turn?
Yeah?
Oh shoot, that's the opposite of I needed. Hold on. 68 minus 40 is 28. So rude. I said to help. I would like to, you know how we talked about my leaves falling off and like potentially becoming less summery?
Mhm.
I would like to grow tiny new little local buds of flora and fauna and tiny little spring like colorful flowers and change to spring uh and teleport me and Abel out. Face step out.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, ma'am.
Uh, you are able to do this. Uh, as you leave, you hear a whisper in your mind from the Hound Mother that as you change to spring, you hear her say, "So the prince has so the Knight of Summer has decided to take the empty mantle." And you, Phelan, they pop into existence next to you outside the cavern. Galahadron looks burned as shit, but
Shaken.
also flowery and springy. Uh,
You changed.
Yes, it was required, but I think that new ideas, new outlook. We had to get out of there. We had to get out of there. Hmm.
Fascinating.
What just happened?
We left.
Yeah, I got that. How
Well,
did we leave?
Well, I
When
do
did we
know
leave?
spring. Well, here the seasons kind of touch each other a little more. I mean, I think we're still in winter.
We are.
no,
It's
we
been
do not do that here.
Oh, oh, is that why it's not very cold? I was kind of wondering.
I think he means they
No,
don't touch
no,
each
the
other here.
touching each other thing.
Oh, haha. Oh, so funny. Can I have a band-aid?
Gives you a dirty rag.
Not
Here,
yours.
have a drink.
Apologies.
I'll give Galahadron my free healing potion for the day.
Hooray.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, I'll roll that. No, I'm briefly tapping into the hope and contentment and new open-mindedness of spring. Just 2d8 plus 8, you said? Oh. Plus 8?
Plus 2.
God damn it. You keep
An 8 never came into it.
an 8 never did? Okay.
The 8 is a lie.
It wants me to put in an 8. It wants me to put in an 8. That's why it won't do it. All right.
Okay, so as you're drinking that, Phelan, you watch, Galahadron's clothes are still burning with a white fire that doesn't look like it's giving off light or heat. It looks like the clothes are just being erased, like when you put like lime wash on a building. Trying to think of a medieval style to this. Galahadron, your fine clothes are very quickly becoming gone. So
Can I
I'm
put them
removing
out?
that from your
I have
character.
control.
You try to control them. They are not flames that you can control. They backlash and like mentally slap you in the face. You take 1 fire damage from even trying to do that as you're rebuked.
All right. Can I stop,
Alright.
drop, and roll to a clothes store, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay.
We'll revisit the
What
one Meryl
what
and I went
gnoll
to.
outfit?
Yeah, I'm going to the one Meryl and I went to, and we had dress up and stuff. Do you remember?
Okay.
That's where I'm
Yeah.
I'm roll all the way there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The stop, drop, and roll, like as you smother them against the ground, that seems to do the trick. But your clothes are less burned and more just like removed from existence on your body.
Well, that's unfortunate. I diplomatically need that outfit, and I'll point to one.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Yeah, they give it to you.
Perfect. I'll put it on.
I'll pick up all my stuff and I guess inform Phelan about what we talked about.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So I fill him in on all the stuff we just said. And then I'm like, so there might not be a rest of the world, according to the Hound Mother. Like,
Fascinating.
I don't know exactly where the edge of the world is, but there might be one.
She said beyond the world's spine.
The world's spine, yeah. Which is the mountains to
the mountains on the right of the map, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. The Iron Dwarves live by there, right?
Yep.
They would have.
They live in the world spine, yeah.
So, like, presumably they would know what's on the other side.
Yeah.
Could I ask Bone Chewer to go and ask that question?
Of go and ask a dwarf what is on the other side of their mountains?
Of the World Spine Mountains, yeah. Just like generally.
Yes. Oh, would you like me to go and do that now?
Please.
Yes, please. I think it's important.
Okay. They walk off.
I'll be honest with you, Abel, that is a lot to process.
So, I'm taking a couple of things from this. Like, I think the world maybe used to be a lot bigger, and something happened to it that literally destroyed the rest of it, or at least separated us from it. Like, I don't know, maybe it's still out there somewhere, but it's like, you know, on the other side of summer or whatever.
That is
That would make
a
sense.
potential conclusion, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I guess we've got.
Do you have any theories on what would have caused that?
I mean, it sounds like the calamities did it, right? Like the calamities attacked the world and destroyed basically everything except for this continent.
You do seem to have a pretty firm grasp on what can and can't leave this general area.
Wish I'd had the opportunity to ask her more about the wardens, since she knows about them.
Yeah?
Let's see. And when I asked her if it had happened more than once,
Hello, I'm back. She was very weird and opinionated about it.
she was very opinionated about it, saying that from our perspective, it has only happened once. So, okay. Theory. There was the world, right? And the calamities attack it, right? They destroy pieces of it. It gets reforged. And then, I guess, calamities... No, that still doesn't work. I'm trying to conceptualize.
So, remind me, if you would, what happened with the calamities? The calamities destroyed the current god, or destroyed the gods, or
The
broke
calamities destroyed the old gods, yeah.
But not the Hound Mother.
But not the Hound Mother.
and then we well, out of character, we believe that they may have become the Trinity. Do I remember that correctly?
That is okay. So, theory: calamities attack, destroy a bunch of gods, except the Hound Mother. Whoever the usurper, right, comes in, uses the pieces of the deities that they have left to kind of build traps around the calamities that are in the world.
Right.
And then, right, they build traps around the rampant, the endless, and the what's it? The ruiner are the three.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those become the three new gods. They make everybody worship them because if those gods, the stronger those gods are, right, the stronger the prison is for the pieces of the calamities that have been trapped inside them. Then the Hound Mother doesn't like the calamities, and so works with them at first, but then wants to, I guess, try and either bring back or recreate with their siblings, and so they fight with the usurper, or maybe the usurper thinks that. Okay, so the usurper has created 3 prisons. They need all the faith in the world to make those prisons work. And so that's why they then turn on the Hound Mother, because they can't afford her soaking up more faith, even though she's an ally against the calamities. They need all the faith for those 3 gods. So, like, is the moral of the story that atheism is the thing that's destroying the world?
Man, that sounds like something I'd write, but
I mean,
that is not an admission that it is what happened, by the way. I'm just making that joke. But it does sound within my wheelhouse.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, so I think we know this. I'm still wondering about the multiple times.
Well, it could just be a reference to how gods see time.
Because, I mean, the Hound Mother is only aware of one. I mean, oh. So I had a theory that the Hound Mother was a prison from an earlier iteration. I think that might still be true.
Was a prison from an earlier iteration?
A prison for a calamity from an earlier iteration. Right, because her kind of blood of the earth kind of feels like the goo that comes from the ruiner, right?
The runer drips slag,
Sorry, the
like
devourer.
burning hot. The devourer drops like saliva, like black saliva, but it doesn't have like an oily sheen.
Okay.
Isn't that what mine is dripping?
Yours doesn't drip.
I thought my spear dripped.
Oh, the spear is dripping with black saliva. Yes, that's
Okay.
what you meant. Yeah.
Okay. I want to do.
I thought you meant like Gus, and I'm like, Gus does not
No.
drip.
No, Gus is perfect.
Yeah.
Can I do a alchemical analysis of the goo that drips from the spear and the blood of the earth to see if they're similar like the same substance?
Yeah, I will say that as you guys are sort of mulling this over after Galhadjian comes back with their new clothes, Bonesure will come up and say, it's like, they asked me who asked them, who was asking this question, and I said it was you, and they told me to tell you to go fuck yourself again. I told them that they were not doing that the first time, why would they ask it a second time? And then they told me to go play fetch.
Not very helpful.
No.
Are you? I mean, do you generally have good relations with the dwarves?
Myself, I do not have much interactions with them.
What about the? Do you have a?
They usually speak more with Howlfang.
Yes, that's who I was thinking of. I might have to go and ask them to try and get more friendly relations. Could I get a sample of the blood of the earth? I have some curiosity about it. Is that something that is allowed?
How much?
He wants to drink it with his mind.
I would not recommend that.
A single vial should suffice.
I could try to put some in a vial, yes.
Or I can come help.
Yes, come.
Okay.
This is Howlfang should be at the forge as well.
Okay.
Come, and we'll walk over down to the den for Clan Breakclaw. Yeah, and there's those large pumping structures that are like taking out the black blood. Bonesure like goes over to some who are transferring some of the vets, and they're just like look at her curiously and then just like shrug, and it's like, oh, it's a speaker, whatever. And one goes to like fetch a cup, and they bring you just like a little ceramic cup, and it's like, they do not have vials.
I have some, so I'll pull one out, and I'll try. Like I'll have. They have tongs I could use.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just holding this, ceramic cup, and they sort of hand it to you.
All right, I'm gonna put on some gloves. I'm gonna use the tongs. I'm gonna try and transfer it into a vial.
All right. Let's make a dexterity check because it is very thick and viscous.
Okay.
You are able to get some into the vial. You also end up covering the vial in it.
Ooh. Okay. Let's. Can I just? Maybe I could just use the cup.
Yeah.
Okay. And then can I collect a sample? I get a cup and collect a sample from Phelan's spear that he made.
Okay. How are you doing that?
Well, it just drips off it, right?
Mhm.
So if I drip it into something, what happens when it disconnects from the spear?
It drops into the vial, and then a few seconds later, it disappears.
Hmm.
Your bags have not been
Um,
filling with a ceaseless,
Yeah.
pool of saliva.
I have been wondering
Can I,
about that.
Yeah.
since it's my power, can I create a box to contain it, or does it still disappear?
You create a box, it drips into the box, it disappears in the box.
Worth a shot.
It's still, I do want to say, the vial, it just disappears because it's glass. Whatever box you create, or like any fabric, it makes things dirty. The dirty stuff remains dirty as if it was covered in filth, but there's no liquid that you're able to force into something to analyze. Like as soon as it's no longer making something dirty, as soon as it's just out in open air, then it goes away.
I'm gonna go to a very a clear area,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna set up like a blast shield, and
Okay.
from behind my blast shield, I would like to try and I'll set the cup out on the ground, and I'll have the spear next to it, and
Hmm.
then from a distance kind of nudge the spear so that it then drips the stuff onto the blood of the earth and see what happens.
Okay. The blood of the earth starts bubbling and writhing. Uh, and some of its rainbow sheen starts to dim and fade.
Okay. Does it look more like the stuff dripping off the spear now?
No, it looks just like sludge, but not colorful or glistening sludge. Just it goes from the look of oil to the look of cooled magma.
Hmm. I don't know what this means. It's cool though. I don't know what it
Oh,
means.
tar,
It
cool,
looks like
tar.
tar.
It goes from an oily sheen to just a dull tar.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna poke the tar with a stick.
It is thick
Thick
and
tar.
hard to get a stick through. It's got a lot of surface tension.
Okay. Like surface tension, or it's very viscous, because those are different
Very,
things.
very sorry, yeah, very viscous. But what are you poking it with?
Like a literal little wooden stick.
Like a little wooden stick?
This is what we're watching right now.
This is science, guys.
Yeah.
This is alchemy.
I mean,
Yes, but it's more like it is hardened. So the stick, you pull the stick away and the stick doesn't have any residue on it because you just pushed around a scab of tar.
Okay. And
Do they out there? Do they, if you have cracks in your guys' road, do they put the little lines of tar over the
Yep.
cracks? To,
Yeah, they do.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna take the cup of tar, and I'm gonna go show it to Speaker Bone Chewer. I'm gonna say, have you ever had anything cause it to do this before?
I also want to be clear: the places that it was dripped on became tar, not the entire thing.
Ah, okay.
They just sort of look at it and it's how did you kill it?
We killed it. Okay. Um,
Killed the Earth's blood?
Yes. And so it looks over at the spear. It's you have a corrupted item. Yeah, that would do it. We do not let raw black blood on the On the Wrathwaste front, we must refine it before it is able to survive exposure to the Ruiner. Go ahead, make whatever check you would do for, like, alchemical knowledge.
I mean, can I roll alchemy? Because it's a, I think it's a wisdom skill.
But this is kind of religion or arcana too. Huh. So what do you want to roll, and what's your bonus to it?
I've got alchemist supplies is a +8.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, nobody can help you, but yes, +8.
Okay.
Something in your mind is like, this doesn't feel like, there's a lot of different chemical reactions that you've come across and stuff, and there's a lot of weird little magic things. But something you remember the Hound Mother saying that the Calamities destroyed her kin, but the Usurper couldn't. And you look at this thing that's now just be called dead because you dripped something of the Calamities on it. And you think that those are pretty much just like, well, yeah, the Calamities can kill the Divine.
Right. But I mean, if the Usurper had trapped the Calamities somehow, they should have access to it to try and kill the Hound Mother with it.
Yeah? It's a rational assumption.
Yeah. Okay, so our gods are. I don't want to say that my theory is dead, but it's not looking good. It just fits so well, though.
I'm really trying not to ask leading questions here, so.
Yeah.
I will say, you already have inspiration, and you haven't used it yet. There are things that you have said in the past, like, hour that would have gotten you inspiration, but I looked on your sheet and like, oh, he still hasn't used it. Oh, okay.
Why don't I use it on this check right now?
Yeah.
Nope. Not really inspired. Okay. Um. Okay. So, updating the theory. Yep.
I will say this, of the theory that you have outlined over the past hour after talking to the Hound Mother, you have gotten closer to the truth, but you have made some wrong assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the information you have.
Right.
Yeah. That is what I will say.
Okay. So, alright, we'll outline it again from the top. We have a world. Calamities.
This is the world.
This is the world. Round. Calamities are a deadly laser.
Yeah.
They come and they attack the world, they kill the gods. The Usurper uses the pieces of the gods to trap the Calamities. But they seal them away so effectively that they're not leaking out into the world or anything like they are now. They're completely sealed away, unavailable to use against the Hound Mother. The Hound Mother is an unacceptable drain on the world's faith, so she has to be put down as best they can. They put the Hound Mother down. Then they convert everybody to the new faith, or maybe they've done that already, probably at that point. Then something happens to let the Endless out, which causes the fall of Aventicum and begins the leakage. But we don't know what happened.
Remind me, who is the usurper?
The queen, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Guinevere?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
whatever her replacement is. Genevieve?
Man, unfortunately those two names are now left and right as far as my brain is concerned. I can't remember what the actual real world one is anymore.
Guinevere is the real world one.
Then it's Genevieve. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
It is the one that is not
Quote
actually from
unquote
Arthurian
real
legend.
world.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm theorizing. I'm thinking. I think we've got a solid basis for.
I will say for that sort of summary, you have progressed enough towards the truth where you do get a point of inspiration. You're not there yet, and I will also add, just to make you mad, you were wrong about one thing, that you have learned the information to know that you should be wrong about one thing. That thing you said.
Okay.
That's
And
awful,
I'm not going to tell you what, even if you go point by point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There wasn't a world.
I mean, that's as good a place to start as any.
Yeah. Well, so we know that the making new gods out of pieces of the old ones has been duplicated by progress, because the How Mother confirmed that Squeeb and Semel and all of them could potentially become full-on gods with enough time and worship. Which interestingly makes them the threat to the existence of the world, potentially, but that's a side note. We'll worry about that later. I feel so close.
I don't think you never used the term full-on gods. You just said as powerful as you.
Yeah.
Which is a different. She did not mention anything that would put them in a separate category from her.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how important that is to your theory, but they, as far as the gnolls and her are concerned, those are gods. They're fucked up gods, but those are still gods.
Right. Well, so maybe progress didn't replicate it perfectly. Like, they're still working on trying to recreate whatever it is that Genevieve did.
And you do know that it was a failure because the project was abandoned, so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. But they didn't have pieces of calamities in them, as far as we're aware.
As far as you are aware, no. Well, You did the ghost of the researcher was her soul was bound around that fragment of progress. You have not dissected the other gods and found any when you did dissect that one god, you didn't find any fragment of progress within that god. So
Right, we just found the fragment of a god.
yeah.
So do we know what before she got a body, was she just trapped down here as an entity?
Galahadron had that vision.
Yes. She was not trapped down here, but she was a creature of the pack.
Okay.
Okay.
And she stays trapped down here because otherwise she would be a drain on the finite resource that is worship.
I got the sense they put her down there because they couldn't kill her.
Well, yes, but she is down here to be dealt with, to be off the board, and she has to be off the board because otherwise she would drain.
So would the regent be to Rithmus what the current like Reyna Rhea is it Reyna or Rhea?
Rhea?
Rhea. Right, the Rhea version of the Hound Mother versus her original self. The original Hound Mother when she was a full deity.
I don't think you've come across anything that would suggest that any of the Trinity not only just would take a vessel, but would need a vessel. The Trinity's power is out and about.
Well,
unless you mean in a different way.
Yeah. So like before the Hound Mother got a body, she would have just been basically like a floating concept down there.
Yeah.
And so if like the concept of Rithmus is the thing that is keeping the Endless trapped underneath the city of Aventicum, and basically somebody did to the Endless.
Did we know that? Did we know that Rithmus is what's keeping one of them locked under Aventicum?
That's my theory, at least.
Because
so we know that the Endless is probably trapped under Aventicum because like undead and stuff fall under its purview, and like the whole, everybody dies and becomes undead, becomes endless, as it were. Kind of fits its purview. So I'm thinking that the day that Aventicum fell was like basically when it breached its container, as it were.
right.
So like some critical mass of faith was lost, or somebody did something to the cage that weakened it enough for the Endless to break out and blow everything up, but it's not fully out, I imagine.
How many calamities are there? 5?
There are 5, but there are only 3 that are trapped.
So are the Trinity not the calamities, but the locks keeping the calamities in place?
Yes, kind of like a Chinese finger trap kind of lock, where like they use the power of the thing trying to get out to keep it in.
Okay.
And we're pretty sure that the Endless is under
Aventicuum.
Aventicuum. The Rampant is somewhere over in the Elvish Forest, whatever it was called.
The Lost Woods.
The Lost Woods. Ishvalia. And the Ruiner is up in the Wrath Wastes. Because that's kind of where they're breaking through.
Right.
So my theory would be is there's some kind of like avatar of the Rampant in the Lost Woods, and there's an avatar of the Ruiner somewhere in the Wrath Wastes. Just like I think we saw like an avatar, or an emissary, or a manifestation of the Endless in Avency in the Regent Lord.
Just a joke that occurred to myself. I remember way back when when there were like the third old god was sort of announced for WoW, and somebody made like a picture of the WoW world map and drew like a triangle between Silithus and Pandaria and Northrend, and it's like the three old gods we know about, their points form a triangle, and people are like, no shit.
Yeah.
3 points always form a triangle.
Yep.
Sorry, a slightly unrelated thought. I had that fond memory.
I mean, it does form a triangle on the map, right? Like it's the
Yeah, but any three dots form a triangle on the map.
True. Yeah, they wouldn't. Yeah, they don't even form like a logical triangle.
Although, to be fair, you don't know where in the Wrathwaste or where in the ruins of Ishvalia
I don't
it would be.
think that
Those are
matters.
large areas.
They are large areas, but I don't think that they're equidistant.
No.
Regardless of where we put the points within those.
It was unrelated. It was just a very funny memory I had of people doing conspiracy. That's a triangle. It's like, no shit.
But they are all on points that touch the edge of the map. Kind of.
Not Avency.
Well, through the sea. The inner cerulean.
No, no. Also, I will note, you have just been told that your map is kind of bullshit. So.
That's true. I mean, have we met anybody from like further south than Atalazine along the coast of the Tangle? Like off the edge of the map?
Yeah.
Like down here.
Galahadrin, Puck, Sir Lupe.
Yeah, beside that.
No.
Mortals.
No. You never. You have heard. You've never been to Chorus. You've heard that people from Chorus are weird because they trade with people from beyond the sea. You've never heard anything more specific than that.
Okay. We gotta go through Cormor and Hinsworth to get to Chorus and figure out what they're doing there.
No?
Who do they trade with? Or I guess go through the Grand Canal. I mean, does Boss Marty trade with Chorus?
Yeah, I mean, that's how Galahadrin got here. Was the ship from the Fey that took him from the Feywild docked in Chorus and then went from Chorus to Bosmar. Went through the Grand Canal.
Mm-hmm.
Does Chorus do trade with the Feywild?
I mean, if a ship from the Feywild docked in Chorus, I will note that Galahadran would have noted that everybody was wearing glamours when they got in here, so. But wouldn't have thought of that as necessarily weird. So she doesn't know, or he doesn't necessarily know who the boat people were. Like, it was just boat people that were in the port at the base of the giant tree that he climbed down, and then took him to Chorus, and then some people from Chorus took him to Bosmar. There you go.
Okay. Trying to think what I would know that would prove one of my points wrong. So, I'm just gonna keep going through it, right? We're pretty sure there was a world of some variety. The world was normal and had natural gods. The calamities destroyed almost all of the natural gods. The usurper took those pieces and formed new gods. Those new gods are in some way integral to keeping the calamities at bay. Let's see.
Was the Hound Mother one of the natural gods?
Yes, as far as we're aware.
And do we have any reason as to why she was not killable while the others were?
Well, the one who killed the other ones would be the calamities.
Wait a second.
What?
Who were the boat people that took me here? Who were the boat people that took me here, Lev?
One more time.
Who were the boat people? Who were the Fey guys on the boat that took me here? Where were they from? Who were they working for?
They weren't Fey people. You went through a portal that took you to the top of a giant tree. You climbed down the tree, and there were some people there who took you to this world because you asked.
Yeah, who are they?
I don't think that you asked.
I didn't. What do I remember?
Yeah. I mean, they looked like people. They were unremarkably bland, unlike people in the Fey realm.
All right.
So I don't know that Abel knows anything about World Tree cosmology and Norse myth. But I remember you joking about there being a squirrel, I'm pretty sure. So assuming that was what you were referring to, what does that tell me?
So, just so I have the right of this, I wrote down what you were saying. So the Hound Mother was a natural god. She is now being locked away because, just so I have the right of that she's being locked away because she's a drain on the warship, which is a finite resource. Is that a theory we had? That like the ability to worship is only so. I mean, there's only so much of that in the world, right? There's only so many people, and if she's taking some of that worship, then it would weaken the Trinity, which we need to lock away the calamities that they're locking away.
I think he's asking for confirmation from you, Thur, not from me.
Oh, sorry, I'm looking up Yggdrasil. What was the question again?
So the Hound Mother is being locked away because she is a drain on a finite resource of worship, correct? Of
Yeah.
religion.
Yeah.
Okay. And that resource is needed to power the Trinity,
Right.
which is locking away the calamities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I think we've got more of like a Ragnarok, Fimbulwinter kind of situation than a Arthurian cycle.
I don't think I know the Fimbulwinter.
I didn't pay attention when Puck was teaching me
Yeah.
history.
Well, Ragnarok is like the big battle, but I think Fimbulwinter is the freezing of the world that precedes it.
Yes, but two people. Well, in Norse mythology, two people survive every time it happens by being in the tree, and it starts again. But that's not where we are. We're in Aventicuum, so don't be silly.
Marrow, while everybody else is having this deep existential crisis, is there anything that you're doing in the city?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Roll to do nothing.
This is all beyond my engagement.
Yeah, fair.
I don't know if you were here, but the Hound Mother said one of the Feywild people has died here somewhere.
Did she, or did she say that there was that they had lost someone?
I guess I thought those were kind of the same thing.
I may have misunderstood. I wasn't there, but I kind of equated that they had lost somebody, and you said you would go back, but time means nothing, and so you never went back, as the same loss.
Oh, But when I go back, it'll be as if I've never gone.
If you
I'm
go
not
back.
sure. Why? When I go back?
I think that's when you. I mean, granted, I don't know a lot about. I don't know a lot about not being time. I don't know a lot about being timeless, but I believe that. I don't know if that's something we can change necessarily. I have
Well,
every faith
probably
that
not.
you intend to go back.
Oh yes.
Beings outside of time and space have hinted that you don't.
A strange thing to hint. We should just go there to prove them wrong. Visit.
I
leave
would not
again.
be able to. I've been told.
Right.
Or are you still spinning away? I don't want to interrupt you if you're theory crafting.
Yeah, I'm still thinking.
So there's 5 calamities.
Mhm.
3 are trapped. 1 is progress. Who's the 5th one?
The first one you met,
I don't remember all their names.
The Devourer.
the Devourer,
Devour. Okay.
the one that drips black saliva.
Ah, yes. That guy. And we have no idea where. Oh, that's the guy I locked away.
That's the
Yeah.
guy you kept from getting in.
That's close enough. So I kept him from getting in. Progress is doing whatever the fuck he wants. The other 3 are already in, but under lock and key.
They were under lock and key. I don't think that they are anymore, not entirely. Because, I think we pretty reliably determined that all 4 prisons weakened at the same time, right? Basically, the fall of Aventicuum. Well, no, because, the Rampant was out and about in the Lost Woods prior to the fall of Aventicuum, I'm pretty sure.
You have surmised that something in the Lost Woods got worse and made it lost
That's
after
true.
the fall of Aventicuum.
Okay.
Like you don't know details, but you do know that something got worse.
Okay. So I guess the question is, what happened at that point in time that caused all of these things to weaken? I don't know that we have that information.
You have some hints, but nothing explicit.
Yeah. Um,
Is there anything else you guys want to do, or do you want to call it here to chew on it and then decide next moves once Vagabond is here?
let's decide next moves once Vagabond is here. I need to puzzle this out.
Okay.
I think we should go to the edge of the world. Check.
Yeah, I do think we need to do that at some point.
Throw a coin off it, see how deep it is.
Yep. Wait till you hear the echo. Man, I really want to know what I have wrong. Let's see. Could Abel make a check of some kind to puzzle things out?
No.
No. Okay.
So okay, I mean, we can work through it. So I wrote down, like I said, there was a world. The Hound Mother said
Mm-hmm.
that she's as old as the world was. So at very least, we know there was a world. The natural gods we know because she's a natural god. Then calamities destroyed the gods. How did we learn that?
The Gnoll's play.
That was a vision.
Mother confirmed, and the visions. Yeah, I think that's pretty well attested too.
Okay. I keep forgetting this. Who is the usurper?
The Queen.
Right. Okay.
Genevieve.
She created the new gods.
Yeah.
Where did we learn that?
The play again.
Right. I mean that's information we just got from a play. I don't know if we necessarily know how or if we can refute that.
What part of the play said that she created the new gods?
Didn't the play have her gather up the pieces of the old gods and make the new ones?
So it may have been that she definitely gathered up the pieces of the old gods. Are we sure the pieces of the old gods aren't what made the artifacts?
What artifacts?
When you say the queen, you mean Genevieve, right?
Yeah.
Genevieve is the one that had all the artifact eggs, like the one I used to make my spear. Are we sure those aren't that's not what the pieces of the old gods became?
Or maybe
Some
the
of them
12?
became squeeb.
Yeah, some of them became.
Right, but wasn't Squeeb a direct result of that stuff? No, that's not where I got my sword. I got my sword from just a random shop. But didn't they use artifacts to make Squeeb?
No, I don't think we. Well, I guess we had the research notes, but do we still have those?
What was the? I had. Oh, what was the name of that cube? I still have it. Hold on.
You still have the research notes. You haven't given those to anybody yet, but they're also in a code
I can't
that you
read
have.
them.
Yeah.
No, I mean the fuck, what is it called? I have experimentation.
Yeah.
Wasn't experimentation used to create Squeeb? Isn't that an artifact?
No. Pretty sure it wasn't, at least.
Isn't it one of the ones they used to try to? Isn't that why Guck stole
No,
experimentation
they
from me?
just wanted to steal items related to each of the calamities.
It is not a relic, but it is corrupted.
Okay. Still, are we sure that's not? I don't remember that part of the play specifically. Isn't?
I'd have to go back.
What happened specifically when she collected the pieces? Did she just create? I'll have to go back and listen to it. Because yeah, I'll have to go back and listen to it.
What happened in the play? What did they say exactly?
Boy. Trying to make sure I don't contradict myself. Did we upload the play? I don't think that the play is currently uploaded, so I cannot watch it to double check it. Okay.
Did you write it down?
For that one specifically, I have the general notes written down, but I do not remember the exact wording. Like, I had the outline of a script, but I did try to make it theatrical in the thing. I do not believe that there was a point where she put something together and made it seem like these are the new gods that she has made.
Hmm.
Because I think it's equally likely that she collected those pieces and used them to create.
You're also interpreting a gnoll play, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we think she used the pieces to create the Knights Eternal?
At the very least, the weapons they use. I guess she could have made the Knights Eternal. That's the whole point of her, is that
Yeah.
she creates the bodies for the Knights Eternal. So yeah, it's possible she
So-
just created the Knights Eternal instead.
If Aelina is the original Aelina creation, she should also have a piece of the divine in her, right?
Yeah.
Which I guess would explain her wings and healing touch.
Yeah.
Like those are part of her original divine nature, and then the shadow is from the Hound Mother.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, yeah, and that makes mechanical sense because Azamar, right, is part divine. So she's not descended from a deity, she just is a piece of a deity.
She's
at
a
least.
piece of a deity. Yeah.
How many other old gods beside the Hound Mother are there? Do we know?
I was just
You
looking at
have
that.
no idea.
It looks like there was at least 11 other ones from the dwarves alone.
Yeah, and there's no way of knowing how many pieces they had access to or like how they divided them across the different nights.
Yeah.
Okay. So new theory. There's a world. The calamities
That
attack.
we can lock in.
So we can lock that in. The calamities attack. They destroy the gods, except for the Hound Mother.
For some reason.
For some reason. The Genevieve gathers up the pieces of the old gods and creates the Knights Eternal. The Knights Eternal then are able to drive back the calamities or trap them somehow in the 3 locations we've mentioned before. Then, but how does that play into the Trinity then? Like, what is the role of the Trinity in this? Because wouldn't they?
This might actually be a check I can make. Can I make a religion check to see if has anybody actually like talked or interacted with the gods?
Oh, you don't even need to make a check for that. It is common, like a common thing that is recited in the church is that the gods listen to acts and respond with blessings. So like
no.
physical, like word for word communication, no. But there are like they are physically active in doing things and will reward and not reward people based on acting amongst the tenants. And that's something that even though that you grew up a bit more removed from the central stuff of church life than you would imagine, that is something that like Abel has seen enough of priests and like day-to-day thing of like, here's this person who acts this way, they're a good priest, and because they're a good priest, they make the crops grow better. Like there's physical, tangible evidence that that the Trinity is, you know, they're picking up what's being put down, to say.
So it's also possible that the Trinity is just 3 old gods that didn't get killed. On the religion page, it specifically says the old dwarven gods. Speaks of old dwarven pantheon of 12 gods, but the majority of them have been lost and forgotten. The only one who remains is the Maker, who is the only one of the Trinity that is worshipped by the dwarven society.
That is what you guys were taught, yeah.
So they may not have been made or created. They may just be the ones that are left.
So, in the journal that we found way back at the very beginning of this, we had the line, "The gods are a prison." Right? And I'm thinking that was literal.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm thinking.
I will. If we were at a table, you would see me just start grinning ear to ear as soon as you brought that up.
Yeah.
Just because I want to give the table experience.
Um,
Feels unfair to use digital only as a poker face.
yeah. So, okay. So maybe, yeah. So they use the pieces of the old gods to make the Knights Eternal, and then the Knights Eternal are able to seal away the calamities, and they create the gods and have the people worship them, and that faith is the thing that's powering the prison that is the gods around them.
Run that by me again so I can write it down. She creates the Knights Eternal.
Right.
The Knights Eternal unify to the best of their abilities. Spell unify, right?
I mean, so the gods were definitely created to imprison the calamities.
Yes.
The lie of character. So maybe.
Where is this journal?
Okay. So I'm thinking that what she did was what the Knights Eternal, Genevieve and the Knights Eternal did was build a prison of faith around the calamities. Right? The lie is that the gods don't actually exist in a meaningful way. It's basically just the trap calamities surrounded with a thin shell of like divinity, like they've been kind of trapped by human belief, essentially overcoming their nature. That would also explain why the rampant is the most calamity-like. So the rampant is the most calamity-like because like it doesn't have a focus of like of people to like, what is it? Like people can see Avency, they can see the Regent Lord, they can see the undead and like Carrick doing stuff. So there's like more faith, or Rithmis doing stuff. So there's more faith in Rithmis generally than the other two, and that's why the Endless is like so much more like a person that you can reason with and talk to, and than the other two.
Is there next a map?
No, there's a lot more than a map. We're just thinking about the map right now.
I will say that there, at this point, are, without counting whatever the fuck is going on of progress, there are 2 calamities who have spoken to you guys.
We talked to the Devourer, right, through the hole.
But you guys, I should probably say Phelan.
Oh, has Phelan gotten?
I talked to another one.
Who did you
talk
Yeah.
to? The Devourer, who I locked away. Oh, did I talk to the other one when I locked him away?
There was no locking involved.
closed the door?
There was no rift involved at the time.
It was the Devourer, right? When you made your spear?
That was the Devourer when he sealed away the rift in the castle.
Yeah.
I don't believe you talked with anyone when you made your spear.
No, I didn't. At least not to my knowledge.
No.
Okay. So what other?
I'm
what other
trusting
Progress?
Al's memory on this.
That might be a mistake.
Yeah, great call.
Did this happen recently?
It wasn't the gnome. That was progress again. Not a gnome. Was it? Yeah, gnome.
Why is he running down the F?
Oh Jesus. When I ate the mushroom slave girl from the.
Oh, did you eat the soul? of
Yeah, I killed the. When I killed the mushroom slave.
Oh man. So you spoke to the rampant then?
Yeah. Although I do not remember what that conversation or how it wasn't. I was speaking to them. I don't think. I think I was spoken to. I think. I have to go back and listen to that episode.
It was in a private message.
Oh, perfect.
Go look at that then.
You and I talk a lot, Lev.
Yeah. Do you want me to share it with the group?
Nope, I got it. Nope, that's not it.
It was May 15th, 2025.
Thanks, boss.
6
As
months
you
ago.
attended boss mine when you made camp for the night.
Like
Dream of
more than
college
6 months ago.
11
11 at this point.
Yeah, it was
Almost
11.
a year at this point, yeah.
A toss of hay. You dream of an empty stomach, of staring at tables of fruits of meat, of your hands only holding stale bread and thin soup. You dream of cruel masters meeting the. Okay. Dream of poisoners. Ah, shit. Okay. So there is something that we can discuss that is going to need a little background, Abel.
Oh?
There is a power that I have developed around about the time we were freeing Squeeb, where when someone dies around me, a part of their psyche can be harvested so that I can further power my own abilities. On occasion, that brings with it extra memories. We'll get back to that.
Like demons?
Yeah, so sometimes.
Can I use divine sense? Is Phelan a demon?
You do divine sense. Phelan is not a demon.
Yeah, you're not a demon. No worries.
Nice. When do you remember when we were attacked out? I believe it was just outside where we found Squeeb.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 people and their slave that attacked us. The slave was the only one we killed, if memory serves.
I remember. It was a tragedy.
Yes. I harvested some of her memories. When I did, later that night, as I slept, I had very vivid dreams that originally I thought were of her, right? I'll recant the dreams, but recount?
Yeah.
Recount the dream.
Recant would be to like deny, to take
Yeah,
back.
I was like, that's not right. I'll recount the dream in a minute. But originally, I thought it was of her, and her feelings. I'm not so sure anymore. So I'll just read it.
What did she taste like?
There's not a taste necessarily. It's more of a mental. You know what? So the dream was of collars of chains, of locked cages, and soiled piles of hay. Dream of an empty stomach, of staring at tables of fruit, of meat, my hands only holding stale bread and thin soup. I dreamt of a cruel master meeting their own cruel fate, and of new masters taking hold of my chains with their own cruelty. A dream of a voice whispering to me. I dreamt of freedom from that cage, of growth from more food than I can hold, of life unrestrained as all life should be. I dreamt of death of cruel masters, of hope beyond my cage. I dreamt of a new master whose power dwarfed my own. I dreamt of new chains, of a voice offering hope for life, for growth, even in darkness, even in death. The dream ended, and a voice remains. To live is to be free is to live. Life will not be contained. Like I said, originally, from what I knew, I thought that was from the slave. It's possible if all of the calamities are caged and she was corrupted that it could be from them.
Let's see. The rampant and that which will not be contained are the same, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, read that.
I also heard was
Read
that the
that
same?
part.
Yeah, it was. When Galahadrin burned her body, I heard a voice in the back of my mind saying, I want to be free. I will be the first to admit at that point, and certainly with, how long has it been? A couple months since that happened?
I will say, just to correct the verb choice a little bit, the whisper was, I just wanted to be free.
Yes. So that was probably the slave. But it's also possible that it was the
Read
god
part
or the
about
calamity.
the chains changing hands.
A dream of cruel masters meeting their own fate,
You
and
can,
of new
copy
masters.
paste it to the group thing
Yeah.
if you feel like it.
Of new masters taking hold of your chains with their own cruelty.
Hmm.
So, looking at this, I wonder if most of this is in fact for or from the mortal that died, and the voice at the end is the
rampant.
rampant. Because the new masters taking hold of their chains with their own cruelty would be the rampant taking control. New master whose power dwarfs mine. Also the rampant.
I will note from that dream, there would be 3 masters mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the original master, the new master, and then the voice offering hope.
Yeah. Well,
it's like two
the voice
masters and then a freedom sort of thing. Yeah.
So is the new master whose power dwarfs your own being the same as the master who's a new master taking hold of chains with their own cruelty? Or is the new
Could be.
master whose power dwarfs my own the one offering help?
It's a dream. It's pretty cryptic. Yeah, me too, buddy.
Hmm.
Also, I assume that when we're not trying to figure out this existential problem, we'll get back to the concept of me hiding that power.
Does Daddy have 3 screens?
Sorry for tipping the hand like that, Al, but I was genuinely worried that you had just forgotten.
Oh, I had straight up
Yeah.
forgotten about that. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Hmm.
No, it's as good a time as any.
I mean,
You did already mention. Oh wait, no, you didn't mention. You didn't mention that for the whole. What does a soul taste like?
Yeah.
That
you were
was
just
just
sitting
a joke.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bone
Okay.
Sure is just like, oh, you can tell me, please. What did it taste like?
Yeah. Let's see.
This mushroom girl, was her soul umami?
So I think you are right. Because it sounds like was that girl. That girl was originally from the duchies, right? I think we
Yes.
established. So I mean, she would have been, a slave to one.
The girl was with a warband from Xeris that had strong ties to Aventicuum duchies.
Right. What is Xeris
You,
like?
you
Do they have
killed her
slaves?
before you could get any more precise information than that.
Mhm. Yeah, I think just the part in quotes is from the rampant.
That would be my assumption.
That's not much to go on.
After a raid, can you snuggle with me?
I will say it is midnight.
Yeah, it's
It
probably
is.
bedtime. I really want to figure this out.
You're going to have to make a PowerPoint presentation.
Mm-hmm. No biggie.
After raid,
After raid, it's gonna be time for bed.
can snuggle with me after raid. Because I wanted to snuggle when and I cried.
Yeah, I think it's time to stop thinking about it.
Yeah, we can call it here.
Is there an off switch?
All right, stop it.